Wednesday. So what I really want to share on What's Up Wednesdays is some good, get your head in the right space, believe in yourself, unleash your inner badass type of stuff, right? And that's kind of like my focus, and it's what I love to speak on. It's something that I get really, really passionate about. I always have, and I always will. It just means a lot to me. I get really pumped up about like empowering women, and anyone for that matter, not just women, but empowering people to realize their dang potential. Just realize your freaking potential, because I think that a lot of times we shortchange ourselves, and we don't go for that thing that we really want, because for some reason we don't feel like we deserve it, we're qualified for it, we're allowed to have it. Like there's something that holds us back. And I'm so sick and tired of seeing that all the time in people. Like I'm sick of it. I have spent so much time and effort getting my head in the right space, and now all I want to do is get everybody else's head in the right space and learn to friggin' believe in yourself, you know? I was talking to a friend of mine recently who is not feeling fulfilled in their job. You know, they feel like they've gotten kind of close to the top of the company. There's not a whole lot further that they can grow. And, you know, this person is only in their early 30s. And to feel in your early 30s like, okay, wow, this is pretty much it for me. There's not really a whole lot left I can do. You know, that's, for me, that would be crushing. That would be crushing, which is the reason why I do what I do, because I always can go up. I always can get better. I always can do more. But not everybody has even thought about doing this type of a business, you know. But I will say it's not for everybody. You have to have some entrepreneurial spirit. You got to be willing to, you know, accept any flaws and faults that you might have and be willing to actively work on them. You have to be willing to take responsibility for your own action or inaction in your business. Like there's a lot of self-discovery that happens in being an entrepreneur, especially one in network marketing like what we do. There's a lot of learning about yourself and bettering yourself that has to happen in order for you to grow as a business owner. And anyway, so I was talking to my friend, and it's just like there was something that she wanted to do, a position somewhere else that was slightly related to what she was currently doing, but it was a little outside of her realm. And she wasn't 100% qualified for it with experience and education, but it was something where she knew enough, and she had enough of an in that just a little tiny bit of training and she would be on it. And she's like, as soon as she started talking about this opportunity, you know, she wanted it. But then in the very next sentence, I'm hearing her start talking herself out of it. Well, you know, I don't know what it would be like, you know, what if I, you know, but the thing is, what if I start doing this and it's not what I think it's going to be, or I don't really like it, or what if I'm not, you know, qualified for it, or what if, you know, what if I'm not as happy with the company as I think that I will be, and what if it's this, and what if that, and what if I can't, and I was just like, oh my God, I just want to shake you. Stop it. The very moment that we have a thought of, okay, there's something I want to do. There's something I want to go for, whether it's business related, life related, fitness related. And then in the very next breath, in the very next thought, our brains are telling us all the reasons why we can't do it. All the reasons why we're not qualified. All the reasons why somebody is going to judge us for it, or we're going to try it and we're going to fail at it. That's what our brains do. Our brains are designed to protect us from disappointment and failure. But life is not meant to be lived constantly stopping yourself from being awesome. It's not meant to be lived that way. And we all have things that are so amazing about us that other people need to see. And we owe it to ourselves to try. Because what's the worst thing that can happen? Literally, the worst thing that can happen is that you tried something. You had the guts to just step into the fear and try it. There's no failure there. There's no such thing as failure. To me, the only failure is not allowing yourself the opportunity to even experience whether or not you can do it. That's the only failure. To me, the only failure is not trying at all. Because the people that we look up to in life, these people, these big name celebrities, people who are the founders and CEOs of these incredible companies that we all know, Google, Mac, like Apple or whatever, and the guy that started Facebook, and celebrities and musicians and all these people, you know what they did? They allowed themselves to go for it. And I'm going to tell you, they failed a lot. Nobody who got somewhere where everybody wants to be got there with just this smooth little train to the top. You fall on your face all the time, but what you do is you dust yourself off, figure out where you went wrong, and use that to make you better on the next try. And so when she's talking to me about, I really want to do this, I feel kind of depleted in this job that I'm in, and I'm not going to be able to really go much further with it. This is it. What I have here is good, but this is it. There's nothing to look forward to. It's not going to get any better, And then there's this other opportunity that I really want to go for. But then in the very next breath, explaining out loud, talking out loud, thinking out loud of all the reasons why it wouldn't work. And I'm like, stop now. You're talking yourself out of this before you've even tried it. Like, you gotta just give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't let the fear lie to you and tell you all the reasons why it's not going to work. You know what you need to do? Focus on the few reasons that you have, even if it's just one reason why it will work. And focus on that. Because what you think becomes what you say, and what you say becomes your reality. It becomes your life. Thoughts are powerful, and words are even more powerful. So don't speak into existence. Don't put out there with your words things that are negative about you, things that are negative about your life. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'm not qualified. They'll judge me. They'll think I'm stupid. I'm going to fail. I can't do this. Like, no. Let me stop you now. Put out there, I can do this. People do care what I have to say. I am qualified for this. I will become qualified for this. I am amazing. I can do it. I believe in myself, and you should believe in me too. Like, that's what we need to be putting out into the world. Not, I'm not even going to try because I might suck. I might suck at it, so I'm not even going to try. Like, no. I recently used the analogy of a baby learning to walk, and this is so perfect for me to, when you think about attempting to do something. And this can be relevant in any area of life, business, personal, fitness, like money. Yes. And it's so true. When a baby is learning to walk, they fall down umpteen times. Like, you can't even count how many times they fall down when they're trying to learn to walk. But what do? They get back up and they walk again, and then they fall, and then they get back up. And every time they get up with the same amount of excitement and vigor and determination as they did that very first time. They don't dust themselves off and like, okay, I guess I'll try this one more time, but I'm probably going to fail at it. No, they're just like, and they do it again. And that's how you need to be. That's how you need to be. I had one recently. We did, was it last week or the week before? We did What's Up Wednesday, and we talked about what would your 2-year-old self do? And I want to review that really quickly. Your 2-year-old self would freaking go for it. Like, you, as a child, you have just this innate, born into you belief in yourself. You can be anything, and nobody's going to tell you any different. And then throughout our lives, we allow the opinions of other people and what we think the opinions of other people are going to be, and our own self-doubt, and other people's failed experiences and attempts, and what we saw this person doing, and this thing that happened to me in my past limit us and stop us from being or doing the things that we want to be and do. And so I want to encourage everybody here watching this. Please share this video, for one. And for two, think about, what is it that you want to do? It can be something this big, or it can be something life-changing. And then write down all the reasons why it can work. Not the reasons why it can't, okay? If you got to get those reasons out of your head, then do this. Take a piece of paper. Write down the reasons why you're lying to yourself and saying that you can't be what you want to be and do what you want to do or achieve your goal. Write those things down. read them out loud, and then crumple that paper up and throw that crap in the garbage can. Okay? Throw it in the garbage can and be like, I acknowledge that these are my fears, but I also acknowledge that they are lies that I tell myself. Lies that I tell myself to try to protect myself from failure. It's fear, and fear is a damn liar. Liar. Write it down, acknowledge it, give it the whatever respect it deserves, because you need to respect yourself, and then acknowledge that they are lies. They're lies. Crumple them up and throw them in the trash, and then write down the things that will go right. Put it out there with your thoughts and with your mind and with your words and with your writing, all the reasons why it will go right. Why can you do it? Why are you going to do it? And then you hang that shit up so that you can read it and see it every single day, and you step forward in faith and you just go do it. And that's my advice that I gave my friend. You see no future that you want a part of where you are right now. And then there's this other thing that you want to do. But after telling me why you want to do it, and I see the excitement in your face and the hope, and then in the very next breath, you're naming all these things that could go wrong. It's like you're talking yourself out of it immediately. You haven't even tried it. You haven't even really manifested this thought, and you're already talking yourself out of it. No. No. Go for it. Go for it. I saw a quote the other day that said, at the end of my life, I'd rather say, oh, well, then what if? Because those what ifs will kill you, man. They'll kill you. The what ifs will tear you apart. So in my opinion, the only way that you can fail at something is to never give yourself the chance to try. So go give yourself the chance to try. Okay? Just go do it. Whatever it is that you're thinking of, that you want to do, something that you think about, that you have never told anybody about because you're afraid that you would fail, or you're afraid of what they would think. God forbid somebody not think that you can do it. Screw what they think. Screw what they think. You find the people who do believe in you, and you surround yourself with them, because then you'll learn to believe in yourself. And if you need some personal development, I got you. Y'all have a beautiful Wednesday. See you later.